For complete airsoft use, for with airsoft guns.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep, so we're going to be talking about these Switchblade backpacks. There's multiple colors in them. There's black, there's the cobalt blue, there's the green and gray, there's the dry earth, and the other tan color as well. We have the ones here that we have, the ones that we have in stock at the moment. Obviously, if you're on the website right now or at different times, those will be changing. Black is by far the most popular, aka why we don't have it here is because it's hard to keep in stock. Order a bunch of them, and they go immediately out the door as soon as they're back in stock. So if you're watching this, do go ahead and check the website. It'll have more accurate times, but what we have right now for filming is these colors right here.
the Switchblade fills a niche role. There are many tactical bags on the market at this point. After about 2020 was the year of the tactical low-vis bag. It kind of exploded. There was a certain thing that happened that people suddenly became interested in carrying things in a concealed manner, maybe larger things than just a pistol. This was kind of an evolution from some of those bags that we saw exploding onto the market. A very popular bag. We sell them here at Atomic Defense, and they're a very good choice. We'd like to give you a little tour.
Yep. So for Facebook, Meta, and other very nice platforms that we love and enjoy, these are specifically for airsoft use and other non-tactical things, and that's why we're showing them here today.
You could fit maybe a violin, a 20-inch.
Maybe
total.
3 violins if you broke them down.
If you folded your violin, what if the upper receiver of that violin popped off? Could you stick a 10.3-inch violin in one of these?
Yeah, you could absolutely fit a 10.3-inch, 10.5-inch, 11.5-inch violin.
Could you fit an 11.5?
If you were on an angle, yes, you could. Straight here, I wouldn't be very comfortable with it. You're getting towards the end of it. You'll see when we open up our bags, there's laptops and some other items in there that are YouTube and family
It depends on what kind of optics are on your violin.
True. It will.
That does matter, but a 10.3 will fit just fine. 11.3, it depends on what you have on there.
Put it in an angle. That'll solve your issue.
Indeed.
So my setup is by no means final. This is my very early draft of where I would say I would set some stuff up. So I have Gotenna here on the shoulder for a little bit higher placement. Is it really low vis? And I would say probably not. But also if this color is a little bit less low vis as it is. You know, this may be more for if someone views you as someone just does some hunting or different stuff. This is where this color fits.
It looks like a good outdoors bag. It doesn't necessarily scream tactical, but if I was trying to hide or be less conspicuous, probably wouldn't be my first go-to for colors.
Yeah, I would probably choose black or blue. That'd be definitely my choice. So radio on the side, pretty easy access. Then you have your things on the top. So one of these pouches, for example, this one has a very convenient placement for mags, pistol, and then you have, this fits SR25 mags, so your more full-size rifle mags, and then you have your standard AR-15 mags that will fit in here as well. Then you have other slots to each one of these.
But not real magazines, right?
No, for complete airsoft use, for with airsoft guns.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so Eberlestock, they're very forward thinking. They have a size for a regular magazine for a 5.56, but here is an SR25 mag. You have a slightly larger pouch. You could fit that in. There's a little bungee that flips over, so you can use either of those if you prefer. You could fit 2 5.56 mags on top of each other in both of those. So there's a well thought out little pouch here. These are stitched in, but you have plenty of options. To be noted, there is no Velcro up here. It's kind of more of a fixed purpose type of a bag. Not to say that those pouches could be condensed if you wanted to put other things.
Yeah, and then so once you open the bag up, you'll have your soft loop Velcro on the side, and then you'll have soft loop Velcro. You have jackets, whatever else you might be fitting in there, but you'll have a little bit of MOLLE paneling. These are semi-rigid, I would say a very light plastic. Rigid is a bit of a strong word for them, but they are technically rigid. Then you have space for easily, in each one of these, you'd fit 2 MacBooks if you really wanted to, laptop, charger, mouse on the side, whatever you're bringing with you, radio equipment, whatever that might be. And then here I have one of our contract armor plates in it as well, sitting in there. This is the large size, so it does fit 11x14 size or large SAPI armor plates as well.
If you're wondering if the pack is adjustable, it is. Here on the back, this segment opens up and you can actually web this up or down. There's about, I'd say about 5 to 6 inches of adjustability, plenty of room for where you want to place this pack. And you might even consider changing that depending on the load of your pack. A few other small features that aren't necessarily noticeable. There is a small pouch here with some loop Velcro that you can fit some items in. I was not able to fit my full-size Glock 19 with a Tracer Tactical mount in there. You probably could if you really finagled it, but this would be more appropriate for a smaller pistol, maybe a subcompact, a Glock 43 or something along that size.
That or maybe a knife. Is there any hook or loop in there?
There is. There's loop. There's the loop on the towards the exterior side. On the inside, we have an example of what I think is one of the best ways to carry a pistol on a Velcro type attachment system. The best way I've seen it on the market right now is the Tracer Tactical mounts. So here we have, pull this whole segment out. Here we have a Tracer Tactical mount going to a holster, going to your pistol, right? So you can use that same pistol for concealed carry if that's your niche there. Not to say you couldn't go with Overt type mounting solution that you could mount through Velcro on here. You could use a Safariland mounting interface as well if you wanted to have a more overt holster that you could adapt inside one of these. So plenty of great pistol carry options on the market, third party, that work very well. But this does have 2 separate pouches. So in theory, you could have your SBR or PDW type weapon here, and then you could, in theory, have something else here. The differences between the blue and the more tactical version here, there is some extra MOLLE styled attachments here that you could weave in on the top and on the front that is not present in the green and gray here or on the blue. So if that's something you're looking for, if you want a more overt pack, this has some Velcro for ID and so forth you could do on there. The main difference between a backpack and a Ruck, that's a common misconception. A backpack only has straps. A Ruck is kind of designed from the hip belt, and the weight is loaded on your hips. So a good backpacking Ruck will have a good hip belt, and Eberlestock has very good hip belts. All the Eberlestocks I've used, I've been very happy with them.
One of the main things that I want to bring attention to seems like I bring attention to on all of our Eberlestock backpacks, is the backpack support and strap system. So the kidney belt support and that loop system that it's going to have interchanges through a bunch of their different models around the sides. And then you can also have, you can see the support here along the sides. Definitely one of my favorite in how they support the spine and go around the sides. The placement that they have for everything here, as well as it being adjustable on this upper bit, you can move this up, down based on where it needs to sit on your back and whatever is most comfortable and supports things properly. And then same thing, there's more standard across the chest hook, and that is the main stuff. Beyond that, it is worth mentioning that you do have your cinch, so you can cinch it down and get that load pulled a bit more forward towards your upper back or shoulders. Once you've placed it properly, blah, 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 you probably get the more deal. There's many more videos that are a bit more instructional about the placement of the hip belt, how you should be organizing this, where you should be placing this, then we'll get into here. Focus on one of those. There's plenty of YouTubers, specifically backpackers, seem very skilled at educating people on that. I do want to stress that these different colors, when you're making your choice, I think we've all seen the meme at this point of people who think they're low vis when you've got this color jacket. Anything that's a bit more tactical, gun, hunting related, I wouldn't call low vis.
And I do think it depends on your area study that you complete in your area. It may be if you live in maybe rural Tennessee, perhaps, just no hate on our friends from Tennessee, but maybe you're gonna have more hunters out there that might be wearing more tactical style. It's part of the culture, right? But if you go to, say, downtown Portland or downtown San Francisco, you know, I would be a little bit more careful about what colors you choose.
Yeah, blues, blacks, and maybe some grays, but I would stay away from the greens and the tans. Definitely depends on, like you said, definitely the culture for the area. Every area is going to be a little bit different, a little more unique. Choose a color that fits to that area, and that definitely blends in if that's your focus. But if these are more work packs, then absolutely, yeah, if you're not using this for low vis, like we're talking about, absolutely go for the MOLLE. You know, for being able to pull out equipment out of it, or whether you're on the trail with it, whatever you might be, a ranger, anything. Different backpacks, different uses. Low vis may not matter to you at all. Just depends on your use case.
Yeah, and if this pack is missing some features that you're looking for, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to do a needs analysis for you to help look for an item that best suits your purposes. Eberlestock, we like those guys a lot. They have all sorts of good niches that they fill. They have packs with expanding features on the bottom if you want a longer weapon system. They have smaller packs and even more low vis packs. As of this year, they've filled out their lineup almost perfectly. I can't think of any other packs that I would want from them. They've got it all.
Yeah, they're really expanding their line. They seemed very focused in the beginning from the hunting focus.
Yeah.
Now they're expanding to the low vis, a little more purpose-built kind of stuff, depending on what you're looking for. Absolutely.
If you have any questions, feel free to send us an email. You can reach out to us on social media. You can also leave a comment on YouTube. Reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you for watching. Over there, I wish they made that bag in blue. There's no reason why it shouldn't be a blue. Blue is a phenomenal low vis color, especially at night when your rods and cones aren't working as well. It's the cones? Or is it the rods that see in color?
I don't remember. I want to say it's cones do color.
Is it cones?
I think so.
Color? Anyways, those ones stop working as well, and so the blue looks like gray and black at night.
Yeah, I've noticed with age, my eyes aren't as good at night.
Yeah.